I didn't think much of it at first. It was just one small thing, something easy to ignore. But looking back now, that was the moment everything started to feel wrong. I had moved into the apartment a few months earlier. Old building, thin walls. The kind of place where you can hear your neighbors breathe. Still, it was quiet. Almost too quiet. And for a while, I liked that. Every night, I followed the same routine. I locked the door, turned off the lights, got into bed. Nothing unusual. Until one night, I heard a sound. It came from the hallway outside my apartment. Slow, soft, footsteps. At first, I assumed it was just a neighbor, someone getting home late. I waited. The footsteps stopped, right outside my door. Then nothing. No knock, no movement, just silence. I lay there, listening. After a few seconds, the footsteps continued, moving away, disappearing down the hall. I told myself I was overthinking it, and I went to sleep. The next night, it happened again. Same time, same slow steps. This time I checked the clock. 2:17 a.m. The steps stopped at my door again. Longer this time. I could hear breathing, very faint. On the other side of the door, I held my breath, waiting for a knock that never came. Eventually, the breathing faded, and the footsteps moved on. I didn't sleep after that. By the third night, I was ready. I stayed awake, lights off, phone in my hand. 2:17 a.m., right on time. The footsteps returned, closer, slower. They stopped, right outside my door. I stared at the handle, waiting. My heart was pounding so loudly, I was sure whoever was out there could hear it. Nothing happened. No knock, just breathing. I couldn't take it anymore. I stood up, slowly, quietly, and looked through the peephole. There was no one there. The hallway was empty, but the breathing didn't stop. That was when I realized it wasn't coming from the hallway. It was coming from inside my apartment, behind me. I turned around. Nothing. The apartment was exactly the same as before. Empty. Silent. I laughed. A nervous laugh. I told myself I was exhausted, that my mind was playing tricks on me. And somehow, I went back to bed. The next morning, I noticed something strange. My front door was unlocked. I knew I had locked it. I always did. I checked the lock. No damage. No signs of forced entry. Just unlocked. That night, I didn't turn off the lights. I stayed awake. Watching the door. Waiting. 2:17 a.m. The footsteps came again, but this time, they didn't stop at my door. They walked past it, into my apartment. I froze. I couldn't hear breathing anymore. I couldn't hear footsteps, just the sound of my own pulse in my ears. Then I felt it, a shift in the air, like someone standing too close behind you. Very slowly, I raised my phone and turned on the flashlight. The beam pointed toward the corner of the room. And that's when I saw it. The closet door was open. I never opened that closet, not once since moving in. Something inside the darkness moved, not stepping out, not rushing, just adjusting, as if it knew I could see it now. I ran. I didn't grab anything. I didn't look back. I left the apartment and didn't stop until I reached my car. I didn't return. Not for my things, not to ask questions. I moved out the next day. Weeks later, I checked the local news, just out of curiosity. There was a short article about a man who used to live in my apartment years ago. He had been found in his bedroom, standing in the corner, facing the closet. The neighbors said he used to complain about footsteps at night, always stopping at his door, and every night at exactly 2:17 a.m. I still lock my door every night, but sometimes, when the apartment is quiet, I swear I can hear footsteps, slow, soft, getting closer.